Hello friends, welcome back to Study Win. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic, imports and exports. We know today is a world of globalization and we are consuming goods from every part and every corner of the world. So what is the meaning of these terms? So exports means part of the domestic output that is sold to the foreigners. It may be termed as the extension of the trade, where goods produced in the domestic country by the domestic producers are shipped to the foreign country for future sale or trade. Whereas imports is the part of spending by domestic residents to purchase the foreign goods. Imports may be termed as the extension of trade where goods produced in the foreign country is shipped to our country, means domestic country, for future sale or future trade. Now the importing and exporting activity is very crucial for a country. Why? Because it can influence country's GDP, its level of inflation, exchange rate and the interest rate. But in this lecture, we are only going to discuss the impact of import and export on GDP and remaining in the other coming lectures. So if you haven't subscribed my channel, go and subscribe right now. Now coming to the effects on GDP, before this, just take a look on the meaning of GDP. Gross domestic product is a monetary measure. Monetary measure means it is measured in money terms of the market value of all final goods and services. Market value means price of all final goods, means it doesn't include the intermediary goods or goods which are used in the further production or for further sale, and services produced in the specific time period. The specific time period means a time period of a year. Simply, it is the sum of all final goods and services produced in the economy. Total imports and total exports are essential components of the estimation of GDP, country's GDP. So let's take a look on the components of GDP. It includes C plus I plus G plus X minus M, where C means consumption and expenditure on goods and services. I stands for investment spending on business capital goods. G is the government expenditure on public goods and services. X means exports, M means imports, and exports, the part X minus M is the net imports. Net imports are the estimation of total value of a country's export minus import. Net exports can be either positive or negative. When exports are less than imports, the net export is negative. This indicates that the nation has a trade deficit. On the other hand, if exports are greater than imports, then this net export figure is positive, which shows that a nation has a trade surplus. A trade surplus or trade deficit reflect a country's balance of trade. Okay, this shows a balance of trade, which tells whether a country is a net exporter or importer and to what extent. GDP increases when there is a trade surplus. Okay, it increases GDP when there is a trade surplus, and it decreases when there is a trade deficit. Now let's see how the export and import affect our economy. In case of exports, the sale of such goods to the other countries adds to the national income. It increases the national income and also helps in improving the GDP of the exporting country. A trade surplus contributes to economic growth. Okay, it contributes to the economic growth of the exporting country. When there are more exports, it means that there is a high level of output from a country's factories and industries. That is, we can easily say that our country's production is so sufficient or enough for our consumption, therefore we are exporting the remaining produce to other countries now. This also indicates that there is a greater or larger number of people that are being employed in order to keep these factories in operation. That means a larger employment or greater employment in our country. When a company is exporting a high level of goods, this is also give rise to a flow of funds into the country. Okay, funds come to our in our country, which stimulates consumer spending. Okay, this gives rise to the economic growth. This contributes to the economic growth of our country. On the other hand, if we talk about the imports, when a country is importing goods, it represents an outflow of funds, means funds are going outside our country. The purchase of such goods from foreign countries may lead to outflow of foreign reserves, means our domestic currency is going outside from our country, from importers' country. But nevertheless, not all imports are bad. Local companies are the importers and they make payments to overseas entities, companies outside the country or the exporters. A high level of imports indicates that there is a robust demand, domestic demand in our country. That is, we have greater domestic demand and a growing economy. Now, why I am saying that not all imports are bad? Because if these imports are mainly the productive assets, if we talk about the productive assets as imports, such as machinery or equipment, then this is even more favorable for a country, since productive assets will improve the economy's productivity over the long run. It will improve the economy's productivity. Import can also help countries to access best technologies available and best products and services available in the world. It also improves people's standard of living of that country which is importing the good or better quality goods from the outside the country. So now we are saying that exports are good for the economy. Simultaneously, we are also saying that not all imports are bad. So there is a big question. Okay, so there is a big question that what is good for the economy? So the simple answer is a healthy economy is the one where both exports and imports are experiencing growth, or means both are in balance. Countries vary considerably in regard to how much imports and exports and their overall balance of trade should be. For example, because China is so much in news nowadays, as why not to take the example of that country. So for China, the world's largest exporting country, yes, China is the largest exporting country. Exports and a net positive for that country, balance of trade, a positive balance of trade, are critical to the success and growth of the country's economy. Maintaining a high level of exports, okay, high level of exports I'm talking about, it is very important to that economies of the UK and Australia also. The growth of economies like developing countries, if we talk about, it is often fueled by massive exports of commodities and raw materials to developed nations. So we have seen that the ratio of exports and imports are not same in all the countries. It depends to countries to countries. So this is all for today's lecture. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.